Our story begins, like many others, in the gallbladder of a bull. Taurine, which is derived from the Latin word dorus, which means bull, was first isolated in ox bile. It was later isolated in human bile as well. Let's take a look at our molecule. As you can see, it kind of looks like an amino acid. It has its amine group. However, it doesn't have a carboxyl group, which makes it an aminosulfonic acid. Taurine, or 2-amino-ethane sulfonic acid, is a non-proteinogenic amino acid, which means that it cannot be incorporated into proteins. It is also non-essential in humans, meaning that we make it ourselves. Let's see how that works.
Okay, taurine. Where does taurine begin in the human body? Well, the synthesis of taurine starts at the liver. So, somewhere here. Right? So it begins with the amino acid that we all know, and that amino acid is cysteine. So let me show you how that mechanism begins, starting with our cysteine amino acid. So cysteine will go a reaction with cysteine deoxygenase, an iron-dependent enzyme, alongside with oxygen, producing cysteine sulfonate. Cysteine sulfonate will go through decarboxylation by cysteine sulfonic acid decarboxylase, kicking out that CO2. Therefore, getting a hypotaurine. Hypotaurine will go a dehydrogenase process, giving us our taurine. That is how taurine is synthesized in the human body, starting with our liver. One thing though that I want to add on is that not all mammals can synthesize taurine. An example of this is cats. Cats cannot synthesize taurine because they are missing this enzyme that we have, us humans have. And that enzyme is cysteine deoxygenase, the iron-dependent enzyme. That is why in cat food, the formula, when you look at the store and you see the canned food for cats, taurine is their main ingredient because through consumption is the only way cats can get that nutritional value.
Like I said before, taurine is non-proteinogenic, which means that it cannot be incorporated into proteins because of its structure. So what is it doing in the human body? Taurine is known to play roles in reducing oxidative stress, which means that it neutralizes free radicals that could cause cell damage, which leads to inflammation and potentially Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It also aids in the reversal of muscle overuse, which is why it is sometimes used in exercise supplements. It is also known to support heart function. It does this by enhancing the dilation of the blood vessels, reducing blood pressure, and potentially preventing many cardiovascular diseases. Taurine is also known to be an inhibitory neurotransmitter. Specifically, it acts on gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors, or GABA receptors, where it blocks signals from reaching the central nervous system, creating a calming effect. Interestingly, caffeine also acts on the same receptors. This will become relevant very soon. While there is no strong consensus on the benefits of supplementation, taurine is undoubtedly very important to the human body. Now, you may be wondering why taurine sounds so familiar. That's because it's one of the main ingredients in most energy drinks, such as Red Bull.
Okay, so we talked about how taurine is biologically synthesized and how it begins in the human body. It starts at the liver and it begins with the amino acid cysteine. But what about when we want to synthesize taurine in large quantities? For example, how is it that we get taurine in cat food in energy drinks, etc. Right? Well, industry has come up with a method, various methods, but the one that I'll be talking about today is going to be ethylene oxide. And here's how it begins. So we begin with two of our main components in making our product for this process. So we got ethylene oxide combined with ammonium bisulfate, creating our ammonium isethionate. This product is what's going to be used to make our taurine in large quantities. But how? Well, in solution, we combine ammonium isethionate with ammonia alkyl isethionate, and we put it in 160 to 280 degrees. This is also put in a pressurized environment and thus getting alkyl taurinate. This is put in a pH of 5 to 8 to enhance the taurine formation. This is one of the methods used to make taurine in high quantities.
Caffeine and taurine are usually combined in energy drinks. The caffeine in these drinks provides that instant energy that these drinks are marketed for, but with a 12-ounce can like this one containing 114 milligrams of caffeine, that amount in a short time can cause many side effects. These side effects include overstimulation, jitters, increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, anxiety, and even heart palpitations. Now, these side effects, combined with the stress that is usually behind the reason for drinking these, can cause crash outs. Now, these crash outs are the nervous system basically just being overstimulated, too much caffeine at once. So the taurine in these drinks is used to counteract the effects of the caffeine. Now, it does this by regulating blood pressure and by regulating heart function. Now, it has also been suggested that taurine, when used in conjunction with caffeine, can regulate the nervous system.
While taurine may be good for you, we are not encouraging you to drink 15 Red Bulls a day. That amount of caffeine could probably kill a horse. But we hope you enjoyed learning about your favorite energy drink. Best of luck for midterms!